Hello everyone, well 11 of you now, we've got some new subscribers. Let me turn the heater and fan off because you probably can't hear fuck all. A little bit of a different video today. We're doing the art of goal setting. Everyone always has a goal, hopefully. You need a goal if you want to be able to do anything anyway. Whether it's fitness related, you want like losing weight, you want to put on weight, you want to do a certain bench squat or deadlift weight. Or if it's business related, you want to earn X amount of money, you want to do X amount of sales, whatever it may be. But the biggest thing with goal setting, it is like an art form, really. Yeah, I mean, it's one of these. It's a very strategic thing to do. You can have a big goal. It could be the biggest goal in the world. It could be as ambitious as you like. It's your goal at the end of the day. It don't matter if someone says that's a bit big, narrow it down a little bit. Fuck it, big as you like. It's your goal at the end of the day. You've got to hit it, no one else. But the best way to hit it is break it down into chunks. That's 100%. It's the best way, most effective way to hit goals. I used to have like goals that I thought, yeah, no, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and earn a couple thousand right now. And you get right disappointed with yourself when you can't do it. You got someone walking by me here. Hello, mate. All good. But yeah, like you say, oh, I want to go and do 10 sales today, and you get there, you don't even fucking do one, and you're like, oh, I'm shit. It's just not a good way to look at it. So overall goal is just break it down. So let's give you an example. So example is you say you want to make £1,000 in a month of just on a side business outside of your 9 to 5. You want to make £1,000 in a month. So what you got to do, you got to break that down into even like weekly or daily goals, or even sales. So say you got £1,000 you want to make, chunk it down. So start off with £10, and then you just say, right, now I've got to 10x that, and you're going to say, right, now I've got to make £100, and now I've got to do 10 of them, and now you've got your £1,000. So, and then say what, even if you're doing sales, say you're selling something that's what, a tenner. You sell 10 of them, you got your £100. You sell 100 of them, and you got your £1,000. You just got to break it down into smaller chunks, and it's much more doable rather than thinking, oh, I've got 100 sales here to do. Let's just break it down. Let's get 10 done this week, and that's one and a bit a day. I'm sure you can do that. And you've got to remember, goal setting, it's not something that you should be able to hit like done. That's what's the point of having a goal when you know you're going to be able to do it? You want to be able to have the goal that's it's something you actually have to strive and work for. It's not something that should just come across. Like one of my goals is I want to have multiple streams of income. So you have to start off with one business. You have to get that going. Once that's kind of the cogs are turning on its own, that sort of thing, and then you can commit a bit of time into another business. So I want the cogs going on that one, and again and again and again. But say influencing streams is just, I think it's a must these days. You can't rely on one source of income. I mean, you're living month to month, just one paycheck, and you've probably spunked it in the first week of getting paid. I've been there, done that before. I'm sure I'm not the only one. So it's good, because to generate more streams of income is what I encourage anyone to do. Just because I get paid from a job here, or I did that many sales, I've sold this many of my own product or whatever you're doing on your side business. I've got that coming in, I've got this coming in. You're just never short of money because it's always coming in separate days rather than one big lump. You're like, fuck, yes, got all this money, what can I do with it apart from spend it? You need to start implementing into other things. But yeah, going back to setting goals, it is a big thing. Even in fitness world side of things, setting goals is important. Especially let's say you want to do your bench press. You want to get to a 100 kilo bench press. At the minute you're on 60. You can't just put another 40 kilo on and get 100, can you? It's not realistic. You have to train and get a little bit more on there. So you just start dividing it down into weeks. You say, right, I'm going to do this week of like 5 sets of 5 at 60 or 55 kilo, whatever you're doing, and then the next 2 or 3 weeks do the same rep range and add a little bit more weight, or You can change the rep range and keep the same weight, or you can do both. You have to implement very small changes to get to that destination. So you've got you here, this is your goal. You need to do one little tiny loads of little steps, and at the end of it, you've got your goal. Great. And there was a theory, I don't know who came up with it. I heard Grant Cardone say it. He was like, just aim higher than your goal, because even if you miss that great big goal at the end, you've probably hit where you are. So for example, I want to become a millionaire, I do, but at the minute I'm like here. But if I aim to be better than that, if I aim to get 10 million or a billion here, say if I fall short of this billion, I've become a millionaire during the process anyway. So I've hit either goal. Just aim that much further than your highest goal. Just push a little bit more further, and it makes it easier to get your goal, if that makes sense. It's just massively important to have goals. You have to have them. Even if you don't have any goals, you need to sort yourself out and get one, because what are you living for? I mean, you're not just going to wake up, go to work, come home, go to sleep. Great life. It's just majority of the people's life setting. It's just your life is beginning, middle and end story. It's go to school, go to work, get a house mortgage, pay your bills and die. Great. There's your life. If that's where you want to live, like, live, do you know what I mean? But I don't want to do that. You've probably seen a cheesy little quote going around. It's that I'm not put on this earth to just pay my bills and die. Like, I want to enjoy it. I want to grow businesses. Don't want to really. If I can, from this point on, if I can help it, I refuse to work for anyone else again. I don't want another 9-to-5 job. I hate having someone say, "Yeah, you can have lunch at this time." Yeah, no, you can't have that holiday booked off then. I hate it. It's like the epitome of all things I just despise. Be working for yourself. I'd much rather stay working for myself, not earning as much money yet to start off with, but so much more free time. There's no pressures, no weight off your shoulders, and you get what you put into that business. Do you know what I mean? So if you work your bollocks off all day, week, month, it pays off. It pays off big time. But if you're there like, I don't really want to call many people today. I don't really want to post much thing. I don't want to advertise much. You're not going to get many clients, and you're stuck with no money. You're probably going to have to go back to a job. Like, as I said in one of my videos before, I say one of them like I've done loads. I've already done like 4. My last job I had, I was on 48,000 a year just selling courses. Great money, especially for my age. I'm only 23. But do you know what I mean? It's not the point. I ain't earning 48,000 just yet anyway. I've only just started my business up again. But eventually, no doubt I'll be earning more than 48,000 a year, 110%. But I've got to get through these months, year or so, whenever, to build up the clients to be able to do that. And then it'd be very nice to be able to get someone on board as well, employee, with the business. But that's a lot later on down the line. I don't know if you've noticed, but I rant on a bit. I go on and off a subject. So I'm trying to do a subject on a video, but I rant off. Back the goal setting again. One thing that I noticed with like trying to get goals, I never used to read before, but I bought the book to show you, is the Alan Sugar book. It's a very good book, this, actually. It's one of the only books I've tried to read. It's what you see is what you get. And if you think you've started from the bottom, fucking have a read of that and see where he started. He started from the bottom. It started with nothing. Like, this story is incredible, and it's quite a thick book, you can see. And I'm only there. I've got loads to go. But I'm gonna I'll put a link in the description, like an Amazon link, where you can buy that. It's only like £9, and it's such a good fucking read. It's worth it, honestly, for the sake of £9. And I kind of look at that as like a little investment. I've spent £9 on. There's millions of pounds sitting in this book of knowledge that I'm going to implement on my life and my business journey for the sake of £9 to get £1 million worth of information. It's priceless. Think of that as like a profit return ratio, if you like. You ain't going to get much better than that. I'm sitting in this car park, by the way, and there's just cars turning up, and you probably saw a dog walker. They're talking to herself and probably, I've got to get used to this camera. I'm looking at people thinking, hey, must think I'm a right fucking weirdo sitting in the car talking to myself. There's a guy just over there in a bottle bank just putting bottles in. Obviously, what else do you do at a fucking bottle bank? But it's just looking at me like, you alright, mate? Oh, yeah. But yeah, back to it. You should implement goals into anything you do. Absolutely anything. It just helps you get there so much faster and quicker. It's just ridiculously quick and so much more efficient as well. Like, I'm trying to put it into perspective on why you haven't got goals. Like, to be the best at anything, they didn't just go from, nah, like I've started from zero and I'm amazing, I'm the world's best. Like, they've done loads of little tiny little micronutrient things to get there on the way. Same with like one of the guys that you might look up to in the fitness world who's got a great physique. Like, he didn't start off looking like that, did he? I mean, for mine, who was mine, but I'd probably say Sadiq or so. He started off as a right skinny little kid, like piss streak, tiny. And then you look at him now and his work ethic and what he does day in, day out, training, recovery, food, and he's got a business as well. And the physique on the guy now is just, no homo, but it's a good physique, he's got a good body. But yeah, I don't think I can talk much more about on goals because I'll just ramble on. What I am going to do, I've been looking at different camera because I say I'm not happy with the quality of this, just an iPhone. Different editing software that I might just go get a Mac and get our Final Cut Pro, I think it is. Just so I do a bit more edits, make it a bit more fancy. But sorry, I just got a friend request come through there. I don't know who the fuck that is. But yeah, this is the sort of plan. This is the action. Definitely go and check this book out. Have a read of it here. Yes, mate, I'm holding up a book to a camera. Thank you. Definitely go check that. It's £9. I'll put the link in the description. I'm going to put my Instagram in there as well, so go and follow that. It's been quite active on there lately. I'm getting some good response to the videos. I'm liking it. Getting a few people commenting saying it's good content, blah blah blah. Very good. That's what we're going. We're in the right step forward. 11 subscribers so far. I'm going to put the subscription button there. Go on my channel and have a look. And I'm going to put a link to another video here. I'm just testing out my editing skills now, see if I can do that. But yeah, thanks for watching. Be multi.
Looking back, I've been going doing things I wanna do when I want to. Everybody wanna get away, but they not do. Everybody wanna copy you, but they not you. Everybody wanna be cool, but they not new. Whoa, look how I go.